Today I'm going to show you a technique that will help you gather your thoughts quickly and find the next direction for you to take in life, no matter who you are. And if you stay to the end of the video, I'll give you a free pro forma that will get you on your way. Okay, so it's the Easter long weekend. COVID-19 had us all cooped up in our house, getting a bit crazy. I had an idea, let's go out for a bike ride. We went out on this beautiful bike track not too far from our home, and as you can see, there's birds, greenery, other wildlife around. You can see the kangaroo that we ran into. So I thought it'd be a great idea to take you out here and go on a bike ride together. Some people say this hasn't been a very good start to the decade, but others have said this is a great opportunity to end the things that have been holding people back. It's time for those who have been stuck in a job they hate to put that aside, move into better things. Now it's time to look to the future with fresh eyes. But where to next? The human mind is very much open to suggestion and modern marketing. The sad thing is that a lot of people have been taught what to think, not how to think. And we don't think of the great creative and critical thinkers as ordinary people. Sometimes we think of them as people who have been born with genetic gifts. On the contrary, most experts who study creative and critical thinkers, or the great ones, have discovered that they're actually ordinary people who have just come across some really good thinking tools that help flesh out their ideas into something that's truly awesome. And this is good news for people like you and me. It means coming up with ideas like this is just as simple as discovering a new thinking tool. And that's what I'm about to show you.
We're back home now, and just before we look at these tools, let me preface them. You may have learnt them before at school or college or somewhere else like that, and it may have turned you off them. Maybe you learnt them in a place that never really taught you anything that brought you any results in life. This can be what we call throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Not a good thing to do. Just because some of the content you learnt in a specific area wasn't effective doesn't mean that all of the content wasn't effective. Look at these tools with an open mind and an open heart. Give it a go and see what they can do in your life.
Okay, so the first tool we're going to look at is a mind map. And as simple as this is a really handy tool. It can record your thoughts and hold them in a way that your brain can't. So if I'm trying to create some ideas and put them together and build on from each idea, I will follow a thread of ideas, but by the time I get to the end, I may forget what the first idea I had was that I've begun with. So a mind map is a really good way to keep a track of your ideas and guide them. If you trace your idea back to the start, you remember what the purpose of it was, and then, which normally, if you were tracking those ideas and thoughts in your own mind without any pen or paper, you would lose that track and probably get off track. Today I'm going to get you to do 3 mind maps, and the first one is going to be about your skills. You can do what I did just here and list down skills, what you're good at off the top of your head, but where the real power comes is if you can just text a few friends, colleagues, your boss, your wife, your mum, your dad, your cousin, whoever you can, and ask them, what am I good at? Note all these down and keep them on a mind map ready for the next step. This next activity should be fun. It's where you can record what you enjoy doing. Now, what's really important here is don't do what I did by listing the macro activities like surfing or talking with friends about some type of subject. List the micro activities like washing up, sorting nuts and bolts, folding laundry. I don't know what it is, but think of the smaller skills that you actually enjoy doing. What's really important is that you don't rush it like I did, but you take a lot of time. That way you can drill down and get in touch with the things you once enjoyed doing many years ago but got out of touch with. And the final mind map we're going to do today is all the different ways that you can make money. Now, you could go like me and stay with the standard, like you work in your job. Think of other ways that you've made money before. We've rented our home out while we were living in Thailand a couple of years ago. You could invest in something that's going to draw you money. You could create something that could make you money. What's really important is that you spend a lot of time doing this activity, because it's often the last point that you drill down on is something in the next activity you can thread with a different point that will bring you the optimum result. Okay, for the final activity is a 3-way Venn diagram, and each circle will represent one of the mind maps that you've drawn. So you've got one for making money, one for what you love doing, and the other is what you're good at. What I love doing and making money is an important cross section. In here you're going to be placing things that you enjoy doing and what you can make money from, but you may not have the skill to get the job done quickly, or you may not have the skill to get the job done to a high grade of quality, meaning that this is going to be a really frustrating way for you to make money in the long run, turning what you love doing into something you're not really enjoying doing at all. Now the next cross section, make money and what you're good at, is not much better either. This is where you have a skill that you're good at and it can make you money, but you may not like doing it. In fact, you may hate doing it. You definitely don't want to live your life this way. And the cross section of what you love doing and what you're good at, congratulations, if you've got some dot points in this area, you found yourself a hobby. It's probably not going to make you much money though. What's worth noting is that any of these cross sections, if thought carefully enough of, could actually be moved to the central location. So perhaps you could be thinking of what you love doing and making money out of that. Well, given time, that's going to be in that central location because you'll develop the expert skills required. What you're good at and how you make money, you eventually may like doing those things. And that hobby, if you've leveraged yourself in a certain way, you could find a way to make money out of that as well. The ultimate goal of today is to find out how you can combine all of these three areas into that central circle. Things overlap the most, and this will take a lot of research on your skill, researching the different tasks and skills that the different jobs involve doing. Maybe there isn't a job out there that has these types of activities for you. Maybe it's something that you're going to have to create for yourself. But hey, we're in the brave new world that has the internet, it has working from home, COVID-19, it's got the lot. So maybe you could invent something yourself. But this is the goal, this is it. You're wanting to find or create the perfect job for you. Thanks for tuning in. This is Josh from Education 2020. Don't forget to head over to education2020.com for those free printable pro formas that will help you get started in the direction that you're going. Don't forget to share this with someone that you think may need a nudge to get going in their right direction as well. I'll catch you next time.